All right, so we're going to do a painting here, and that was the contribution from Arnold the rooster. There's an idea of moving and making marks, of being in the moment, not thinking. So it's going to be some sort of, I got some black here, I got a giant paintbrush, some sort of abstract floral thing. So I'm going to give it some leaf shapes. Right, something flowery in here. Let's put something flowery in here. All right, we don't want it to be, we'll give it a vase. Now there's the beginning of the floral, the abstract floral. Now we're going to give it a vase. Always asking, what am I painting? Why am I painting? This is going to need to be rounded. All right. There. Right. Does this need more leaves? Maybe here, maybe one here. More flowery things. Something like that. All right. That's the beginning. That doesn't look right there, right? These ones are quicker. Just because it's faster doesn't mean it's less. But those movements are not thought out movements. I had an idea, but I let my body and my hand just go and make the movements that feel instinctual. No thoughts, no premeditation. A lot of that has to do with coming from the idea of like novelty or nostalgia and the stuff that some of the, what was his name? The one who did the instant art, the urinal, all that. And can't remember his name. Anyway, to get away from novelty, to get away from nostalgia, to get away from something that we recognize, something authentic, something original. The only way you can even get close to that is to turn your brain off and let your body go. And what happens when you do that? Well, if you painted enough of the same thing over and over and over again, like I painted a lot of flowers, then that is somewhere in the subconscious. It's in your bodily movement. It's in like your bones almost. So it's not even a thought anymore. Like, so already the contours and the spaces of how the flowers will look and But that's just the black and white part. We're not finished yet. We're gonna add some color and see how this thing evolves. Now, it might, this is how it started. It might turn into something totally different. I don't know. Should we give it a shadow? If that's the light, and the shadow's over here, all right? Let's give it some water. This is a fun brush. Stole it from my wife. I don't know what she's doing with it. There we go. Look at that. Nice little shadow. Probably going to drip all over the place, but oh well. So, there's the idea. Some sort of control here, some sort of lack of control. And we'll let it dry. Of course, you know, I'm excited and I want to start adding color. But if I start putting color in here, I'm going to start getting, it's going to, right now it's super fresh and it looks fresh because those movements were so spastically original. So I don't want to mess with that. That's a cool part. So once I kind of capture that moment of unconscious instinct, then I want to build off of that. Now it might turn into something totally different. It might turn into a face. It could, this whole thing could get lost in something else. The important thing is, oh look, it ran. The important thing is that it's a beginning. And so a lot of times I just kind of go crazy and don't even think about what I'm doing on the canvas to start. To start with mistakes, to start with the unknown, to start with the original, to start with no thought, because that's what we want to do. We're you know, as a painting or as somebody making art, we're trying to replicate what nature and what the universe naturally does. We're a little version of that, you know, where we like to try to parrot that or copy that. So we'll see where it goes. So far, I think it looks pretty cool. Kind of cool on its own. Got little stems here. Maybe that's going to be a flower there. These are leaves, right? The vase. I like that thing, the bean shape. All right, over and out.